Hey visionary OTs, are you living your values and intentions each day, or are you trying to find time for valued living after all your jobs are done? I hope I can inspire you today to align your occupations with your values for more wholehearted, fulfilling, vital living. I'll show you how I do this myself. Warning, you might be joining me on some forest bathing. No actual bathing required. I'm Carlyn. I'm an occupational therapist in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I post new videos each Monday, and I'd love it if you'd subscribe and hit the bell to make sure you get notifications when I put new videos out. I've had a mental health private practice for most of my 18-year occupational therapy career. The way I work and live changed when I learned acceptance and commitment therapy and started applying those principles to my life and to the work I do with my clients. The overarching goal of acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT, is to build psychological flexibility so that we can live a fulfilling and purposeful life. How OT is that? In his book, Act Made Simple, Russ Harris writes, "The greater our psychological flexibility, our capacity to be fully conscious, to open to our experiences, and to act guided by our values, the greater our quality of life." How so? Because we can respond more effectively to the problems and challenges life inevitably brings. Furthermore, when we engage fully in life and allow our values to guide us, we develop a deep sense of meaning and purpose, and we experience a sense of vitality. And he goes on to say, vitality is a sense of being fully alive and embracing the here and now, regardless of how we may be feeling in this moment. By engaging in a process of reflection, I have identified a number of values that guide me in my life. Some of the exercises I used are in the Vitality Guide download, so please feel free to go and check the description for that. I'll put a link for the download in there. Some of my values are creativity, adventure, and connecting with nature. When I look closely at these values, there's a common theme: unstructured flexibility. In order to be creative, enjoy adventure, enjoy nature, you have to be open to what comes, appreciate novelty and the beauty that can only be provided without trying to control the outcome. This inclination away from structure is probably why I don't really love SMART goals. If our goals are too specific, we lose the opportunity to engage in the things that happen to come up. So if I had set a goal for myself of this weekend attending every single session of the conference I was in and attending, I wouldn't have taken this opportunity to come overnight and have this glorious time camping, have this peace, this soulful recharge. My intention these days has been to seek inspiration so that I can continue to inspire others. I'm really enjoying the group that I've gathered in my Activate Vitality program and the communities online. I have a Facebook group, OTs Rising, Occupational Therapists Rising, if you're looking for it. I'll put a link in the description. So my intention these days has been to engage in things that inspire me so that I can share what I learn and keep inspiring others, because that really fills my bucket. Helping others and helping other occupational therapists has been very, very rewarding. So here I am, filling my bucket, being inspired, feeling connected and soulful, grounding in nature, because that's really important to me. That's a really important value of mine. So in ACT, we talk a lot about making towards moves, engaging in behaviors or actions that move us in the direction of living our values. In our OT world, we call this meaningful occupation. See how ACT and OT fit together so nicely? So when you've taken time to clarify your values, decision-making becomes easier. If I can't decide between this or this, which is more aligned to the way you want to show up in this world? Because really, that's what values are. I often hold off on asking clients to identify their values until they've developed a little bit more mindful awareness. If I ask someone at intake to name their top 3 values, I tend to get a fairly similar list of 3 virtues that kind of sound like shoulds or commandments, rules to live by. The way we define values in ACT is more along the lines of, how do you want to show up in this one precious life? What's most important to you? What makes you uniquely you? I look at this kind of like a lighthouse to guide us in times of uncertainty. Just take one paddle, one stroke, one step in the direction of those values, and you'll be living more aligned. The opposite is making away moves. When we make away moves, we're often hooked by something. This can lead to avoidance in some form, and often comes up when we're inflexibly fused to some difficult thoughts, feelings, or outcomes. When I was trying to decide what to do on the weekend, I had this conference and this opportunity to go camping. I definitely had difficult thoughts and feelings. Am I letting my family down by taking off to the mountains yet again? Am I letting the people in the conference down if I'm not there for every single session, even though I was only asked to come for one session? But in the end, I knew that showing myself compassion and engaging with nature would serve me and my relationships well. If I'm living my values well, maybe I can be an example to my kids and my colleagues and encourage them to fill their buckets too in ways that are meaningful to them. Besides, nobody was really going to be bothered by 18 hours of my absence in the end. In fact, they encouraged it. It's my own head that wanted to tell me I shouldn't do this. There's a poem by Marianne Williamson that keeps coming into my world. People keep giving it to me. And the last line is, "As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others." I think that's powerful. I hope you're feeling inspired to take flexible, valued action as you endeavor to show up meaningfully in your life in an authentic way, doing the stuff that really matters to you, living your values in all your roles. After all, if we aren't engaged in occupations that bring value, purpose, and fulfillment to our lives, can we really do our jobs well as occupational therapists? Helping visionary occupational therapists build the skills to live more authentically, flexibly, and aligned with their values so that they can get out into the world of trailblazing is something I'm passionate about. Download that Vitality Guide, leave a comment, book a call with me if you'd like support from me and the Activate Vitality community. I'll leave all the links in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Check out this video next.